Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Jones. This is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season 6. Last time I ended right here. This time I have it full of vehicles, full of resources, full of everything that we need, and my bank account is effectively nothing. But that's fine because now we can finally move on and do more things. A couple things have changed over time. For example, we do now have a larger courthouse here. Yep, needed that because we were just overrunning my little courthouse that I had there. I would like to move this to the bigger city later on. That would be great. Police station, it's overrunning every once in a while. This is still fine. They usually come in waves, and then it works out just okay. I did add another shopping center over here that always has number of shoppers in front, not zero. It's some function of how many sellers you have. It effectively doubles the numbers of shoppers. I don't like that it works that way, but if I just make this number bigger, the number of shoppers in front of the shop also increases, so that's not really helpful. Every once in a while, this one is overflowing, which is why we have this guy. Should be okay. We do have our own power now. I accidentally built this, and now it's just on, and I'm exporting some power because it makes a little bit of extra money, which is wonderful. Yeah, trains. Trains are moving everywhere. That city is really nice at night. This junction is this customs house is just way overloaded, and we already know that, and I have to fix that. And there has been a heated debate about a lot of things. This junction, crap. it's just not a high throughput. This junction, even worse, and now it's a little darker. And the last one, this junction, is the worst one of all. But honestly, it does not make a big difference because the customs house throughput is so little that even these junctions that are not very good have a much higher throughput than what the customs house can handle. And honestly, that is fine for now. We just have to go the other way. We have to make sure that we have more exports going via ships and other means to keep up with our steady demand every single day. It is a lot of demand. I really like this look. All the different lights, actually, like the different color lights, actually make it look really nice. I like it. But yeah, we're doing okay. Citizen-wise, I have a couple of uneducated people. I could get a couple more schools set up. This one is generally overflowing, but honestly, it's not terrible. I'm just starting to allow them to also go to the other city to go to school there, so this should get figured out pretty soon. Looks like we're starting to have people without flats, so may as well get a couple more buildings built. I don't even know which one I want to make. This one? Can I get this in there? Maybe I have to turn this around. I really don't know. It's not the end of the world. Everything is, is kind of the way it's supposed to be, so we're pretty good to go. But yeah, there's a lot more stuff happening. And today, a rare treat. Normally, I cannot wait until you tell me something that I need to do because schedule and other things and blah 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 and the way it works together. I'm ahead of the video that you're watching. Today I'm not. Today is January 11th. That is Wednesday. This video is supposed to come out on Friday the 13th. Woohoo! So I got all the comments that all of you have left so far. One of them was, I forgot the warehouse down here. Only one of you actually saw that. That was a little impressive. Yes, I definitely did. But I had a lot of cool comments with utilizing this mountain more than just, bulldozing it down to level ground. So I'm excited to do that. I have a bunch of things in mind. I would love it to make a metro, like a rail. It's not a rail yard, but a metro yard where there's a lot of metro stuff going on because other trains don't go in there, and you can build it effectively without signals, which should make everything busier. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I'm not convinced by that yet. That brings one problem up. I cannot build larger trains right now. I cannot build the bigger track layers. I cannot build the tunnel borer, I don't think. And I cannot buy, this is all buying, larger trams. So I need to set up a rail construction line probably before I get too close into the bigger city. All of that and more I will start on today. There's no way it's going to get done. I hope you enjoy. All right, to get started, I would like to plan out making a real construction zone. Now, there's one problem I have, which is This mountain that we're sitting on right here has 2 iron deposits. One is right here, and one is over here. We're looking over it right now. The problem with that is I don't know that I don't want to use the iron. I don't. So I need to figure out what to do with that. Maybe I have to just plan ahead a little bit and actually get some iron mines in here and get that all started. But I would like to use the back end of this for metro and just rail construction in general, which is just this guy. Where's my advanced industries? Yes. Railway production line. This is what we have. Area 566 cubic meters, square meters. I didn't know that it actually told me that. But there you go. This is our guy. Why do you not have a footpath entrance on the other side of the rail? That seems a little silly. Okay, I guess with that in mind, we can just put you here. Really? Really? I have so many excavators sitting so close to this. How is this? That's just rude. How can I start like this? That's just wrong. Let's see. No. There, up to there. You can... Oh, this silly game. I have so many excavators sitting there, and they're just like, nope, you can't do what you want to do. I'll just do it like this. That's fine. We'll figure it out. We need some excavators over there to actually do the things that I want to do, and we have some sitting right here, so what a coincidence. While they are making their way out here, which is going to take a very long time, and that's okay. I could take a couple of these excavators too, but no, we're going to use them for something else. We could start planning out our general areas. And I'm kind of excited for that, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do a good job. What I really want to do is build a core of the city. Okay, the first thing, I want to stay away from grids. I don't think I'm going to do great at it, but I will try to stay away from grids as much as I can. I know that out here is going to be my metro area that I want to that's what a metro starts. I would like to utilize the water as a couple waterfronts. Is this important? Nope, already put out the fire. Cool. I would like to use the waterfront over here. I would like to use this for a general downtown area right there. That should be good. Then we have a place there, place there. I think I need to put heating somewhere in this general area. I also need to set up a distribution hub for food. That has to come from somewhere, so probably right here. Then I would like to have a lakefront. And I would like to utilize the rest, like this mountain I want to do something with. Because I think it will look great. I don't know if I can do something with this mountain, but if we have the heating plants tucked away next to this mountain, I think that will maybe even work. Now I have a general idea of what we have here. I probably want to put something touristy up here on the mountain. I just don't know what yet, because if you look at it, that mountain is not going to be easy to build on, but that's okay. Also, don't forget there is some iron here, but I guess we're not gonna touch that. So, what should we start with? I think a okay start, just for right now, would be getting our metro laid in. Why do I want to do that first? Very simple. The metro is going to be the thing that I want everything to be connected with in general. I still want to use a train, but the metro is the one that I can't really move later on because we need a semi-working distance for the metro. So, above ground station, this is going... Okay, I think I want to keep the metro generally in the air, if I can make that work. I don't know that I need something over here, but I do want the metro. Where are you? Metro with entrance, metro station with entrance. Which one do I want? I do need to go underground in a couple places. I know they're not perfect going underground, but we just need it, and I will show you why later on. Let's put that one underground. From underground, we have to go above ground somewhere, so how about a regular station right here? And I am not trying to follow grids. I would like the metro to weave around just a little bit. Oh, this one's far enough away that it can go up again. I would like to keep the metro like random enough where it can just do what it needs to do. It really was all what it comes down to. How about, sure, we put another one there. And then here, I do want some level metros right there. Now, you cannot cross metro tracks if they're level. So that can be a problem for some people. So be aware of that, but I think we will be fine. Let's put one over here, just because that will be flat. And then a couple more over here. Now, the thing that I figured, or I hope I'm not completely wrong about, is the distance between the metros. If I keep that about 500 or so meters, like this one, then I should stay within the 400 meter walking distance of most residents. They should be able to get to one or the other relatively quick. So 600 meters here, this is stretching a little bit, but this will be more industry. What do we have over here? This one to, so probably need a metro right there. That should be just about the middle of those two. I don't want to keep them too far away because I would like ideally to have all citizens to have access to at least 2 metro stations at a time. That will be ideal. Don't think that I can keep that promise all the time, but I'm gonna try anyways. And yeah, this is gonna be the downtown area, which I may move that one. That's gonna be downtown. This is gonna go out here. That's gonna be through the mountain, and then we are here. That one is there. That all looks great. I think we're almost there. I think if I put this one here and this one here instead, we have a much better coverage than leaving this one there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We also need some way of placing a good actual train station. I would like to put that somewhere in the middle of the city too, just because, I don't know, having near the high density area of the city may make it easier to get people to your trains, and you don't have to rely on the metros actually picking everyone up. But also, I think it just makes more sense to do that there. I am not above mods in this one, just because we have used most of the vanilla buildings at this point already, and there are some nice stations out there. There are some very nice central stations, like this one. Looks wonderful. If I put it too far out, that's not going to work, because then the rail is just going to take away too much of everything. But honestly, putting this in the middle of 4 metro stations may be exactly what I need. So we're going to do that. Let's get some basic metro track in. This is not supposed to be complicated by any means. So just nice swing over here. That works. And yeah, I do want these to be as not straight as possible, honestly. Just because I think that will look a little better than the alternative. We can't do anything there. We can't do anything there. We can connect this with metro tracks, so they start on the ground and they go all the way up here. Eventually we can go under them. There is, I probably shouldn't let the metro get planned yet, because I would like to get some roads underneath there. And they're easier to build when well, when the track isn't built yet. You'll see what I mean. It will actually go over the track a little bit, over the road a little bit, and that is what we want. Actually, maybe not. Why not? Because this is an option. See, you can actually get underneath the metro stations just like that. Don't know what I'm going to do over here yet. Let's turn the contour lines on. Yeah, contour lines go a little bit more into that way. This one, sure. Connect something. And roads don't have to be our main mode of connection here. I think we can go a lot heavier on footpaths than what we've done previously. So we'll see how that works. I don't see a reason why we have to connect to both of the road connections of the gosh, wow, Talking is hard today. I don't see a good reason why we have to connect to both of the road connections of the elevated metro stations. So pardon me if I don't. And yeah, we'll just get some basic roads built in here and go from there. I think that's a pretty solid plan. Yep. And then one more that kind of follows. Nothing in particular. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. They're through here. Obviously, we have to have some connection to the world starting here, but I don't want any of the construction crews to start building anything yet because we are not ready at this point. We do need a road. We do need several things here. I don't think the rail is going to stay exactly where it is right now. Why? Because I need to build a high enough train junction in here somewhere. I don't know where yet. It could be part of the mountain. It could be something else. But I have to build one. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to move enough passengers around in this area. And there's now six platforms, so we can have a lot of trains coming in here, but they also have to be suitable. What I'm thinking is 2 ins and 2 outs as track maybe, and I guess that's where I want to start now. I wasn't sure yet, but let's do this. Let's pretend these are our 2 ins and these are our 2 outs, just direction-wise, if that makes sense. So up, up, down, down. No, this road is not going to stay where it is, so let's just get rid of it. This is going to be a bridge of some sort eventually. Let's see, can I actually lower this? We are at 8 meters. Yes, we can. I like it. I need to remember not to plan all of this, but maybe it will be fine. Okay, let's take these all back. So I think what I'm going to try is give me lower terrain just in this general area until we are at 0, effectively 0. Then give me some bulldozers, not smooth. We want to be at about 1 meter, bulldozers, and then I'm going to flatten out a little corridor that is heading towards the train station, okay? Should make sense what I'm trying to do here. It's just supposed to be a slight grade up. No, there's not going to be a perfect grade, Lee, but it's going to be a grade that's close enough. Because I would like a good-looking bridge to go over this. And then we're going to leave them low, and I wouldn't mind if the trains just run on the lower end of this for the rest of the city, because level trains are cooler than non-level trains. And this should also allow us to have a nice looking junction of some sort over here, where trains should be able to, from the city, go underneath the main line and then just connect to whatever they need to do. Normally I do it the other way. I just build everything up, but here we may have a chance to actually go below. And I usually don't get to do that, so I'm kind of excited for this. Should this be a tunnel? I don't know. I'm not opposed to tunnels. I just don't know that I want tunnels in this case right away. But we'll see how it goes. So keep going, keep going, keep going. With that said, I'm almost thinking 3 tracks to go in and to go out may even be appropriate. So that's what we're going to do. Already changed my mind on stuff because that's how this season runs. So I'm going to pull this out to a spot that I like. With a curve that I like, and then I'm gonna let the bulldozer do its thing, obviously, right there. Now the bulldozer has done a starting, or has a starting point there. All I'm gonna tell is now smooth it, and we'll see how close we can get. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like the train to run somewhat smooth. Smooth would be great. So let's do one on the outside here. That's not terrible. Oh, I didn't mean to build that. That's not terrible. And then let's do one over here. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty close. We're just going to start with the middle ones because this is going to be our starting point for really everything that we do. We need 2 more because I want 6 tracks total. There you go. And then on this side, don't make this too complicated now. Okay, that looks fine. I'm going to take these back just a tick. Sure, they don't have to be perfect. And then we'll just align these and this and this and this. Now we have a general setup for what we want here. 6 tracks are accessible. I want these 3 tracks to be in tracks and these 3 tracks to be out tracks. I am assuming that the train station itself is long enough to contain the trains that we have. So all we really need is for this train to come to cross over somewhere in here. That should work right there. And these trains do the same thing. They just have to go out on this side. So we now have a pretty big diamond junction, but with the game being relatively flexible on assigning what platform they go to, trains should decide what platform they want to join well before they get to the platform, and then eventually there's only going to be one in and one out. So I'm hoping this will work out really nice. This is all really flat, which is on purpose. So let's just extend this up to here and just get us a little more wiggle room for some passenger train queuing. Is this necessary? Absolutely not. No, it's not necessary. But I'm still doing it because that's how I always do things. You come in there, you come in here. I like it. And then you just mirror what we just did. I think that is pretty acceptable. So now trains will just get in here, do their thing, and voila. That's really all we needed there. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid for right now. I'm gonna finish this. I really want to do this. We haven't done a flying junction yet. For a flying junction, I think we need to be about 10 meters difference. We're at 1 meter here. We are at 13 meter here. Whoo. Now, I prefer bridges over tunnels. Okay, that's the only reason we're doing this. Tunnels are fine every once in a while, but I like bridges because you see more stuff. So this needs to be a junction that connects well. Ooh. Jan had so many good ideas about what junctions I can deploy here. I will try my best. I will try my very best to actually use a real flying junction. We may have to take this all back a little bit. Yep, that was all for nothing. But we just want the middle 2 tracks to actually connect to something that we care about. So, all right. How about this? If we do the middle track is in. The middle track needs to connect to this. Okay. And the middle track also needs to connect to this. I'm keeping this pretty wide on purpose, if you can't tell. So we'll see how this goes. Too steep? No. There you go. Okay. That's close. Ignore that there's some dirt on the tracks in some places. So that one is happy now. We need this one. This one can be a simple connection to here if we care to make that happen. Is that where I want it? I don't know if that's the one that I want to die on yet. This one is just a very straight connection right to here because this is the main line just connecting out there. So that should be pretty simple. Now, we need this to connect to that piece of track. And to do that, you can't just connect where the other junction was. So what we're going to try is get you out here somewhere. I'm not even connected there. Get you out here. I saw it. There's the angle. Get you out here. Take you back a little bit. And let's see, do we have... I think a tunnel here is the easiest. It's a little cheaty, but I think a tunnel is the easiest. One. Okay. F3 for underground view. Now, let's see. I want... Okay. Okay, it's connecting, and now I want you to come up. And you really did everything that I needed you to do right already. Did I say earlier that I prefer bridges over tunnels? Yes, most of the time I do, but that was too easy to not do that. So now that one is connected. This guy just needs also a connection. This guy has to connect to that line that's out here. Also has to connect to the thing that we just did out on this side. So for that, it should be a pretty easy one. We just need this to kind of get down here. So we'll make a little bit of room. I'm not gonna bulldoze the whole area here or terraform everything. I just want to make sure that this kind of works. So getting close. I can tell we are because of the way it is. There we go. That should be enough. It's not a straight line, so we're gonna fix that, but I think we are very close. How about now? Yep. That is indeed all I needed for you. Now, all I need is for this one to come over here. Now, we already have utilized the tunnel here, which may or may have been a mistake because we're coming from a much lower end here. This is 1 meter. This is starting at about 10 meters. So it probably makes more sense to make this now a tunnel to go over there, get rid of this tunnel as we created it, and it's now wrong. And we'll see how that goes. So give me some track, give me this guy coming out as far as you can, then give me a tunnel and see if we can get it underneath here. Total length, I would like the depth of the tunnel, not the length, but that's okay. Let's see, stay underground until there, and then let's see what's happening here. Yeah, it feels like it's part of the mountain there, so that's why it's complaining a little bit, but this, it's not bad. So that one is in, that comes in right over there. Do I know if there's going to be some clipping there? I'm not going to say there isn't, but if there's a problem, we may or may not fix it. So we'll see how that goes. With that tunnel there, this will become a little more complicated than what it is right now. So let's be aware. I don't like how bridges sometimes, like the bridge ups and downs are not my favorite in this game. So we're going to brace our tracks just a little bit for right now. It's going to be a pain to remove them later. But we're going to brace our tracks here just a little bit. Then we're going to get a bulldozer in there to actually raise the center. And hopefully we can raise the center high enough to get an actual bridge over this. Oh, that would look nice. Okay, let's see. Where are you? Excavators. Yes. Right here. We are at 10 meters. We need to get to about 20 meters height. About. Doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe this is close enough. Probably not, though. Get a track up here. This is as ugly as it looks right now. We're getting somewhere. I want to make sure that I'm on the highest part of this mountain, and then we're going to see if we can put a bridge across this. Just a normal bridge, doesn't have to be fancy, not metro. I do want the one that goes up, not sideways. So how does that look? That looks very acceptable. It's actually going downhill, so we can actually make this mountain go a little less tall. Let's do that. For that we need some bulldozers. Dig in here. Nope, the wrong place. Want to make it less steep. Maybe there. 15 meters. Oh, here. 6 meters, 15 meters. Yes, this should work. So now if we put a bridge across this, I just want it to look semi-straight. Yeah, that's a perfect height. I am very happy with that. With knowing that, we can go ahead and remove this piece a little bit, and you will see why in just a second, because I need to make a landing spot on the other side. So we're going to get our bulldozers again, height from center right here, and make the same height happening on this side. Why? It makes the transition a lot nicer, and apparently that's what I care about right now. So let's get this nice and close to the track and to the mountain that we have there. Now we could make this a double tunnel, I guess, but that feels like cheating just a little bit. So let's see, can I get this over here? It can. It's just a little finicky. I think if I remove these guys, it will be a little easier to put that piece in there. Let's see. From there to there. Okay. That is not terrible at all. I would actually like you to line up with whatever piece of track I have here a little more. Nope. Nope. It's doing like the Transport Fever 2, where if you have a bad camera angle, it just says, no, you can't do that. No, I would like to get up here. Too steep of an incline. I'm aware of that. Just let me... There you go. There's a bulldozer actually doing something for the money that I paid it. Still too steep, huh? I don't believe that that looks good. Let's take this part away because we can fix that relatively easy after this. Let's see, from here to there. Too straight. Way too straight. Take back. I'm going to do this. I'm happy with that. And this one should be able to kind of just blend in here. There you go. There's a piece of track that will work. This one can go in there. Nope. Yes, there you go. That one can go in there. And then now those are all happy. Let's see. I have one out. This one comes in. This one comes in. Good. This one goes out. Good. This, you still have to connect to here. Too steep of an incline. Yeah, I know. You still have to connect in here, and that's just a little too sharp of a connection, so take it back. Then connect, and this should be fine. I am quite pleased so far with how this is all working out. There is part of me that says, I can run the second track under this bridge to connect to over here, and then that is a true... that's probably how it's supposed to be. It's just, this is not supposed to be the actual mainline piece. This is just supposed to be an extra. But it's just a tunnel that's in there. Can I get... I cannot get track connected there right away, but if I do this first... I'm gonna have to move this tunnel. There you go. I think it will come back pretty easy, but if I move that track and put you over here, yes, it still lets me. I was worried about that, because now all I have to do here is have a really smooth connection on that side. This tunnel is going to get redone. I will have a really smooth connection over here. It's just simple double track behavior. Crossing not allowed. Excuse you. So we're going to take this back. Then we're going to connect this guy in here, and you will just be part of this. That looks smooth. That is smooth. That is where most of our passenger trains are going to go, that direction. So that is nice. All we need now is this one has to reconnect to the tunnel, which honestly really should be easier the way that we have it right now. Let's get this a little closer to where the mountain is. Maybe that will help. We're going to have to take this back. Maybe even a little more than that. That should be good. And then give me the tunnel. Interesting. It lets me actually connect this in a way that I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to do this so it's actually a smooth curve. and then I'm just going to raise it from there. That was a lot easier. That tunnel looks a lot better than what it was before. If we turn off all the extra ugly grid lines and get rid of all this extra bracing, I think a couple trees here and there will make this look quite respectable. And yes, this is a true non-blocking junction now. It's not one of those half butterfly junctions that I used in so many other videos, so I hope someone will appreciate this. All right, give me a waypoint. Thank you. Give me a waypoint here. Just wanted to get rid of the nodes. That's all I wanted there because I want to get this in as close to mirrored as possible. And that looks fine, and this looks fine, and that should hold about 2 trains waiting per platform, which means 12 trains can wait here, which is probably sufficient. Cool. We have a giant mess of rail spaghetti, and I really quite like it. Cool. So that one is done. Great. Now we need a road connection here, because a road has to go somewhere over this. And this is why I wanted to make this section right here a metro tunnel, because there's no room for something else. So if we say, should a road go over this at all? No. First, let's fix this. Can I get a road bridge over what we have already? That would be awesome, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Wow, I did not expect that. Is this actually tall enough? The game says it's tall enough. It doesn't feel tall enough, but the game says it is. So I'm not going to argue with that right now. Wow, I did not expect that, but that's exactly what I wanted it to look like. So that makes me a little happy. Obviously, there's a connection to the city right over here. I may get rid of this. Well, I can't get rid of that dirt road, but maybe that's something I want to do eventually. It looks like there's going to be some metro tunnel right here. Let's put that in before I forget. I want you to go underneath here, just far enough. There you go. And then you can come up. No, I'm not too worried about the grades that these get. Tunnel above the terrain at some stage. Yes, I'm aware. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. How about we do that again? Just a little better. Give me a little bit more straight. Give me a little bit more straight here. Then you come up. There you go. You come up. There you go. And now we're above the terrain. Now give me metro bridge. That is the bendy bridge. Like that. Try to bring your... just going to give you a hint, but it's not really working. I was going to say try to bring your bridges from the same direction, so the stilts, no, the legs kind of line up, but because the tunnels are not perfectly lined up, it doesn't really work here. But that is okay. Still need this side. Looks like you have to bend back a little bit, but that's fine. Let's get over here, just get you up right away, like that. And that probably doesn't look terrible. Nope. They at least look like they're aligned and like that. And you can come up here, and you... Yeah, that's not terrible. So they're all connected now, that's connected. Still need something to happen over here. And this is more one of those where people told me, it'd be really cool if you did that. And I'm like, yes, I like that idea. You see how tall this is? I don't want it that tall, but I do want it to go in the mountain. The only problem is I don't want it to block my road yet. So I need to put my road in first. And I think here, the road will just kind of follow this mountain. It doesn't have to do anything there, I know. Kind of unexciting, yes. So that's the road that just goes through here. That's fine. Let's take this back a little bit and make it a little bendy. Just a little smoother, that's all I need. Cool. Now I would like to connect to the city somehow. We could connect to the city from back here. Honestly, we probably need 2 connection points, one here and one on this side. There will be a village here. So I guess having a natural connection point over here is not going to be a bad thing. No, it's not going to be a bad thing at all. Let's give me about 10 meters. 10 meters of height over what we have here. This is 2 meters. This is also 2 meters. So 12 meters right there should get the job done. Get the contour lines out again so you can actually see something. Bring that over here. And it should be relatively easy to get all our guys up to this height. Relatively easy, he says. That was a little faster. Nice. Not smooth. Yes, this one. Flatten this out. Should be relatively easy to get our guys to height from the roadbed. So let's see how this goes. Let's lower this just a tiny bit. Flatten this out a little wider. We're gonna stay with just single roads for the time being because there's really no good reason to have highway built into this. From there to there, that's all I want. Maybe look at it from this side. 1 pillar in the middle. Everything's kind of centered, exactly how I would expect it. And then I think what we're going to do is get a little bit more land back from the water. So we have some room to actually get our connection in here because I need 2 connections here. One connection from whatever the city is doing over here and the other connection from the main road that is running right next to it. This is the height that I want. Okay. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So this one can come down here, just into the city area. Doesn't have to be fancy. There you go. Then I need a road that actually runs like this, like off to the side, but I don't want it too steep. I want it, it's more like a ramp. And then you can, let's do this. I learned this from, I think, Kayamaya, to do better junctions. Where you take a junction that works, and then you find a triangle, you put that in, and then you remove the original piece that you had, because now vehicles don't have to slow down as much as they did before. And that's wonderful. Gravel, 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 yes. Do that one, do this one, same thing. It's just a little extra speed that you get. However, it also sometimes does this thing where nothing works anymore. So let's try that again. Yes, yes. Haha, I did it. So cool. That's our connection on this side. This one will just have a simple, I guess these are already gravel roads. They should be asphalt roads at some point, but I'm not terribly worried about that yet. Get this one in here, just give you some connection to the rest of the city. That should be fine. Now you, actually, like at my construction offices, will be able to actually start on this behavior yet. I am not planning out a real delivery route for food and stuff. Maybe that's something I should worry about. Maybe I'll just do that later. For right now, I kind of like where we are. How are we doing here? I think here I can do something with the mountain more than anything else, and I would like to connect that here. Let's see. Give me another bridge. Don't have a good reason not to use the same one. Can we do this? No. Can we do this? No. Can we... A much bigger bridge than what I really want here. How do I feel about that? I don't hate it, to be honest. I don't hate it at all. So if that is my target, then we need to figure out what the height here is. It is about 30 meters. I need about 20. So there. 20, 25. This should be fine. So make a little plateau here. And we're going to use the same plateau on the other side to do something very similar that we already just did. Just going to be a little different. And I want to utilize... Ooh, I can't utilize the mountain where I am right now because that's where the tunnel is going to go. So let's do the tunnel quick before anything else. Let's give me that metro. Yes, we're just going to do the same metro style everywhere. What is the height here? I don't think it's going to tell me, is it? Yeah, no, it's not telling me how tall the station is. That's a little unfortunate, but let's see. 22 meters. I do know that 20 some meters is where I want to be on the other side. I just don't want the pillars to be too tall. Now we are hidden ground. That's good. I think I want to be relatively smooth. 28 meters is probably what we want to do. Did I really not connect to... No, I did connect. Good. This is ghosted out, and I wasn't sure if that was something I did wrong or what was going on there. Now, this should just find a nice exit out here, also at about 20 some meters. The plateau that we just built, we're just going to use that piece because now we can. Cool. F3, get out of there, get me my metro track, and now you. Nice. It just connects without a fuss. That's exactly what I wanted. Beautiful. There's a little tunnel. There's, yeah, no, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Now having that out there. Is there something I can do with this flat bit still? Probably not. I don't see anything. I would like to get my road over there because there will be reasons why I want to drive to this area. So I definitely want to have a road connection. I don't feel like I can get... Well, I can do the same thing that I did over here. It's just maybe a little boring, but it's definitely effective. It totally does what I need it to do. Just smoothing out the road bed a little bit. Hopefully someone appreciates that. Citizens will, but someone will. Let's get that. Okay. So do the same thing here or do something different is really the question. I think the answer is do the same thing as a tunnel? Yeah, why not? Let's do a tunnel that just comes out on the other side of the road because, well, no, we actually don't need that. Let's see. There's a tunnel. You don't like to start there. I get that. I think the tunnel entrance is just a little too big for what I would want to do here, but maybe not. E. Too short. Crossing not allowed. too many degrees. Tunnel above the terrain at some stage. Crossing not allowed. Ooh. Huh. The only problem that may cause is... Let's give you... No. We're just going to take it out past the... no, actually, let's move the road. The road doesn't have to be straight. Let's do that. Get our tunnel set up. It just has to be a little further out. Go down. There you go. F3. And then give me a little bit of straight piece. Why does the straight piece have to be so long? I don't like that at all. I don't want to make that much of a piece. So I guess this is what we're going to do. But I would like to be a little more centered around the tracks. So let's try that again, just from here, I guess. Right there. Right there. Now there's at least some symmetry there. Kind of. And there's our tunnel. So you can just connect to this piece of road. You can still almost go other infrastructure in the way. What are you talking about? You can go get just a little closer to the road, to the rail. There you go. Now let me guess. Oh, nice. I can still get a crossing here, which is really all you should worry about. And then have you... Actually, this one will be closer to the area that we're building on this side. If you just connect right here, make a longer triangle, because why not? And now it's different. Now we don't have the same thing over and over again. I like it. That's a lot of track to build, a lot of road to build, a lot of everything to build, really. That one is connecting. This one would like a road connection. Very nice. And yeah, that's a great start for what we want to do here. Besides back in this area, we have 10 minutes to get something started. I think the only thing I'm going to get started is the general construction of all of this. So let's just get out of all that business. Tell it go. Tell it go now. And then everything can do a thing. I'm kind of excited for that because that's a good start. Next thing I want is our construction office to actually do anything. So let's press G for unhiding the UI. Tell construction office number 2 to get started on the things that you can see. Sure. What's your problem? Oh, you don't have a road connection. Yes. You don't currently have a road connection. That is fine. Now get something out there and get something out here. So we can start going through them and actually start building the rest of what we see here. I'm not going to go too deep into the details there because all I care about now is that we have the excavators here. Do you have some fuel? You have some fuel. Cool. You fueled somewhere. Don't care where. But now we can actually build the thing that I wanted to start here. Rail construction. Do I want to have it closer to there or closer to here? I think, well, up here is not really going to hurt anyone. Is that going to be too far for rail to drive? What is this? Is this my... I don't know. This one is the one that I actually care about. No, this one. Let's follow this one and see how long it takes you to go anywhere. Right now, time is going really slow because time is set to slow. Let's see how fast you travel to where I want you to go right now. Total travel time, travel in vehicle. Wait, only 4 hours? Yeah, it's been 4 hours since forever, so that makes sense. So, too many passenger trains, you say? Yep. You want to add more? I guess. Good luck. I need it. Yeah, this is why the junction is not great, but it's generally good enough. And as you can see, this should work. So, move. Someone move. Too many other trains doing stuff. Okay, now, you go over here. We're gonna be at about 2 hours getting to this junction, and then we shouldn't wait much more to get further out there. So we may be cutting it close. We may just need a faster vehicle. Okay, 2.5 hours to there. I think what I'm hearing is I shouldn't go too far away. I think what I'm also hearing is maybe don't do it at all over there. No, I need a rail construction zone somewhere. And there's a lot of space here, but this could also be a really good steel production area. So I would really just like to know how long a train takes to get out in that general area. Are there some alternative options? We could get some rail that instead of going through this junction just has a different route. That could help. We could peel off here, just connect back in there. I'm not sure that that's going to do what we needed to do. We could also use buses. That probably take as long. Is there another train coming in here? I would like to see how long the other train takes to get there. Because if the average is less than 2 hours, I think we're okay. Yeah, you're at 30 minutes. Oh boy. Here's the thing. I think a train can effectively travel half the map if it has free reign. So yeah, you take an hour to here. No problem at all. Let's build this thing out really, really quick. Okay, what do we need? We need not a dry dock. We need a railway production line. Yes, I want to put it this way because I don't know. Let's do this. I want to still flip it. I would like to have all the cargo connections on the other side. Want you right here. Oh wow, 4 excavators is a lot slower than whatever I have on the other spot, but this will be fine. So we're gonna start building them here. Very good, cool, love it. Now I would like to have some separate track right here. I don't think this is going to go through. Nope. But this is still doesn't work. This one, however, should make it past the building. Okay, I just want 2 extra tracks that go around the building, well, past the building at least. So that's the start. Now, what do we need? The railway production line itself has internal storage of a lot, so I don't feel the need of adding any external storage to this for resources. And I don't think we can even store rail vehicles in the other storage options, in the container storage options. So I'm not going to do that. Awesome. Let's get a quick gut check. The rail line is on this side. That's a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Let's see. It's cut into the mountain. The mountain is on the outside, so I should have the outside line running in there first. I do want to stay relatively flat. I don't want the train to have to like bounce up and down too much. Now you stay near the mountain again. Very good. All the way out here. Effectively, if you just connect there now, we are in business. You can do the same thing. There you go. Nice little S-curve. All the way here, and voila. Very good. You have to connect to something. Let's do it here. Crossing not allowed. What are you talking about? Are you coming backwards just a teeny tiny bit? That's not helpful. I'm really excited that the city's starting point looks the way that it does, because that was kind of exactly how I wanted it to look. I just didn't know it was going to come out that way. So that makes me... Crossing not allowed. There you go. That's the spirit. That makes me relatively happy. Cool. So this one is doing its thing. Now we need a road connection. Let's get rid of your connection there, your connection there. A little bit of road right here. I would actually not mind if the road can jump this piece of rail right here. That'd be really nice. What do we have? An old steel bridge. Yes. Just like so. That will work perfectly. I just need to flatten out on the other side, which will be a little harder. Oh, no. There's a good spot. There's a very nice spot to put a little bridge. It's a steel bridge because it's an industrial area. There. And then I still want you to come down. There you go. This works just fine. I would like to connect you right away, but I don't want to overdo the next piece. You can deliver workers straight into your industries, especially the big ones that have rail connections. That is not a problem, and is actually, I think, probably desired that way. But I am thinking that I don't want to ignore the iron that we can get from right here. There's a lot of room back here, and whatever we do here, it's going to take a lot of excavators flattening out. Yes. Can we try it? I don't know. It's going to take a very long time to even get a... I may try to put one in there. What I'm really getting at is I may want to put a passenger station right in this spot, so I can deliver passengers to the production line, as well as to the iron mines that are up there. And then if I put in the iron mines, I will also put in a processing plant for the iron, which may fit here relatively well, because yeah, I don't have to do much here, and I can put a bunch of storage out on this end as well. So I don't hate it. What is our ratio here? You can do 225 tons of iron ore. You can produce 4 tons of iron ore per person, so that is 1,000 tons. Probably just getting 50%, so one iron mine can probably handle 2 processing plants at least. All right, that's a lot. So we would do something like this and probably this. Oh, flip it and then reverse it. Yes, like that. Something like this works better, and then we have just a normal aggregate storages. We could use something modded here, but I don't think we need it. There. Something like that. Did not put the conveyor belt where I wanted you to put it. Okay. Take that one back. Flip it. There you go. Now it's connected with conveyor belts. Excellent. I do want a large aggregate storage on the other side as well. Okay, that fits there. I will have to worry about how I get this connected later on, but that should be fine. Now all I need is the train aggregate loading. Like that, and that can be... Flip you around. Something like this. 8 goes there, building in the way. There you go. Now it's connected. So I can put all the iron behavior right there. If I just take back this track just a little bit, then I could run this still past everything that's going on there. This one can connect on a junction right here, pretty easy. This one could still... I'll like this a little further then. It's a little sharp of a turn. That's really all. Which there's nothing that's stopping me from not moving this a little more south. That would make life probably a little easier, but well, that's not what we're about. We don't want it too easy. So you come over there, you come over here. Okay, you come here and here. I'm not planning on making super long trains to pick up the iron from there. This can also just be an exit if we want to continue this. Actually, let's continue this because there is not much else happening on this side. Now, if you... Eventually, you will feed into whatever the metro is doing here, and you will be our... Well, you will be... our iron turnaround connection point. There you go. There you go. That's awful. We need more track. Yeah, there should be more than enough room to do everything that I want to do here. Just take you back. A little further that way, a little further that way. Then you start out here. There you go. There you go. A little longer. Okay, still looks a little funky, but I think it's quite functional. Take you there, take you here. There you go. That's connected. That can get the iron now, whatever we need from there. This should not cause any troubles. And this still connects into this business, which, well, at this point, I really don't have time for anything else. So yes, start building all of that too. That is all of this. Thank you. And yeah, I will try to get the iron mines in there. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I'm also not sure that we can do anything about the about actually getting people up there. I'm not sure how long the distance is going to be, but hey, this is doing something. That's nice. I have some money in the bank now. That's also nice. Yeah, all the roads are starting. I think we're going to turn all of the roads into asphalt roads eventually, so don't worry about that too much. We don't have as much real estate here as I expected us to have, but I think that is quite okay. Putting like a shopping center there and there, well, let's not worry about let's not worry about that stuff. Also, there's a fake roundabout right here. I don't hate it. I don't hate it one bit. Let's get this last connection in here before we close, because that will be an important one too, and I will forget what I'm trying to do next time I come back. So this is a ground station. I would like to stay somewhat grounded, and this is important. This one is relatively important. I need this to be grounded because it's the only place where you can make junctions for the metro line. So if I put you there and then let you tunnel through here, nope. It's like, nope. You need to go a little further. Let's go into the mountain a little more. Okay, then metro tunnel. Obviously, this is not as easy as the last one was. I'm going really, really deep, and I don't like that. Let's see, is this just not a tunnel? Nope, hill causing obstruction. Well, you can't have it both ways. Let's go into the hill, right there. Okay. Take this back a tiny bit. Very good. Tunnel? F3? It doesn't look like it's above the terrain at any stage, but I guess if it says it is, then it must be not untrue. There you go. There's an ugly beast. Yeah, and this one doesn't want to play along either. So I think what I have to do here is actually increase the tunnelability a little bit. So let's move that fault line out a little bit. Something like this. We can put something on top of here. I don't know what yet, but we can pretend this was important. Put that one out there. Get me a tunnel now from there. Not yet. Okay, well, we'll just continue trying this. Because I like it. I would like this to work. That would be great. And then I can be happy because our metro is at least planned. We can't start building it yet because we don't even have a connection of getting a rail crew in here. So it's going to take a while. Also, rumor has it that rail construction takes forever for metro, especially if you have any tunnels in there. I believe it, but I still want to do it. So let's see. There we go. I want to be close to this line. Same thing there. Very good. Take this one back because we should be relatively close to ground level at this point. That's really all I cared about. Okay, metro track, yes. All right, level it out a little bit. Metro appreciates that, I'm sure. Get you over here as well. I don't like that the game doesn't let you level the track that is next to the track that you just laid. It makes it sometimes a little really awkward, but oh well. Too short. Yeah, got it. Let's do this whole thing again because it was so much fun. Somewhere there. Somewhere there. F3, track, connect the first side, move it over a little bit, then make sure you start on the second side, move that over a little bit, and now since it's not really, it doesn't adjust anything anymore. I don't think it's perfect, but this will get us there. Cool. Now that is a standard connection. All I need now is a really simple T-junction here. That's really all I care about. I think I need some smoothage though. Don't have bulldozers in the area. Okay. I just need this to be relatively smooth. It doesn't never have to be perfect. Just relatively smooth is all I'm going for. Which probably means our tunnel did not go flat enough right away. That's something you know what? I can adjust this. I'm gonna get this done without you watching, or here in the outro. How about that? I'm gonna get this done in the outro, and then next time when we come back, there will be a lot more cool stuff. Because then we're actually gonna start something about the city, I think. Where are we here? I need the height. Very good. Then I need this. Very good. And we are at 6 meters. That's what I want to get to. Easy enough. And even though it looks like we're digging up, not down, but that's fine. 6 meters. Once we're there, we're flat enough and we're good to go. So thank you so much for watching. Another long one. It's probably is custom now, I think. It's just a thing that happens. I'm really excited for this. I have no idea if it's going to work. I've never successfully done the whole public transport thing. I think I have some good ideas on how we can make this work, but that does not mean the game is actually going to follow my ideas and think they're good. So there's a lot more to figure out, and I'm very excited for that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I very much appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Woohoo! What does that mean? Honestly, not a lot. YouTube does not care about subscribers as much anymore. They care about your views. So as long as you keep viewing, everything is great. Oh, it starts snowing. Why not? Okay, so that is set up. That is pretty dead on. I need this one to be a little flatter now. Yay! This is old school flattening. The old school flattening trick using roads and rail to make things do what you want them to do. Been a long time since I had to do that. Well, that's fine. All right. Yeah, move on. Move along. This is good. Good stuff's happening. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.